All right. So it's real clear if they're trying to use Arlene or Helene to rally up these white Trump supporters. I mean, these people are psychotic, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. Like, the government is corrupt, and it's really just these insecure, tiny dick white males who are running the country, and y'all really need to be aware of that, okay? Because they'll do anything to try to control what they want to control. They'll these white males will do anything to control what they want to control. Everyone's just a cover. Like, Obama was just a cover. Um, Kamala is just a cover. These are just faces to cover white supremacy. That's all this shit is. I'm telling y'all. It's just a game that's being played. All right. They're using all of these scenarios, these incidents to try to get Trump elected. The whole thing with him, these assassination attempts, fake media propaganda. They was just trying to get the public to sympathize with him. Okay, this shit is it's pathetic at this point. What they're doing, like, and that's why I stopped. You know what I'm saying, watching the news. I stopped having any kind of interest in politics because it's just this is what it does. It just really aggravates the shit out of me how stupid people, especially black people, are. I mean, this shit is just it's just control. It ain't. It's a joke. They probably flooded freaking Asheville, North Carolina. They probably flooded that shit on purpose just to make it, just to make it as horrible as they could, just so they could try to rally up Trump supporters by making the Biden administration look like they're not doing anything. They don't care. It's just a joke. Then you had the port strikes happening all at the same time, conveniently. I mean, just like these black killings, these sensationalized killings of black males every election year. Like, what the fuck? It's just crazy. I really don't care though. I mean, I just was doing this live because I just noticed that, noticed some propaganda being talked about on some of these videos about Asheville and the hurricane, and I just seen some of these white people, the little narrative they trying to spin about the whole situation just to try to get people to vote for Trump. It's really pathetic. Okay, it's pathetic. I guess there ain't really much to talk about it because I mean it's just fake. I just wanted to say that it was fake. And black women, y'all know what to do because I really feel like this election is really symbolic of black women's freedoms. I really do. The whole world can't be a fucking stage, but the media can. So you're a stage. So you coming in my chat room, are you staged? Are you not a real person commenting, or are you AI or something? Because if that's the case, if the whole world is staged, then that would mean you are part of it, right? Because that's a weird comment to make. If the whole world is staged, then everyone's staged. Okay, so that's not it. The media is staged. We know what's staged. Well, if the whole world is a performance, then are you performing? Is that's what I'm saying? If the whole world is performing, are you performing? Because if the whole world is performing, then I can't trust anything that you say, right? Anyway, the point is, okay, um, yeah, politics is definitely fake. So Yeah, black women, I really think this election is symbolic of your freedoms being stripped. I don't think this has anything to do with anyone else. I really, really don't. I'm trying to see how other people are going to be really majorly affected by Donald Trump becoming the president. And I'm not really, I don't see any real way they're going to be affected on the level that you are if Donald Trump becomes the president. Like, clearly, you're going to be doing the worst in the country if Donald Trump becomes president. Everybody else, yeah, they might not be doing as great as they were, or maybe some of them will be doing better or worse, whatever. But you will be the one suffering majorly if he becomes the president, period. You're already suffering the worst now. You're already double marginalized by race and gender. You're already making the least amount of money. You're already being stalked and harassed by your own male racial group. I mean, it don't get no worse than that. You're already dying in you're dying in droves. Like, you have black femicide, you have the black mortality rate when you're giving birth, you have diseases, you just have a lot of ways to die, and that you are dying. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna get any worse for that, worse than that. But they trying to make you have these babies though. They just want these babies being born. They don't give a fuck if you're alive to raise them. They just want them being born. Like, they want you to be a breeder machine. Like, how the fuck we have all this femicide and all of these deaths, and then they still want us to give birth anyway? What the fuck difference do it make? If the kids don't have a community to belong to and they don't have any mothers raising them, then why the fuck would it matter if we gave birth to them or not? They're not going to be able to really be nurtured like that because these black women are dying. They can't even be raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got this femicide rate like it is, most of the children that's being born, going to get killed. I mean, the mothers are going to get killed. Statistically, they have a higher percent chance of being murdered. So why the fuck would it matter if a black woman got pregnant or not? That's the only thing I don't be getting. Because if the shit is true about these femicide rates, then y'all know that's bad. I mean, it's not being addressed, so it's just going to get worse, right? Then you have the black women who are missing and who are not being accounted for. Like, they're just going missing and nobody's saying anything about it. So that's a lot. So y'all really need to be paying attention to what's going on. I really think at this point that Donald Trump's going to become the president, because I feel like these white supremacist males are going to make sure that he becomes the president because they want to assert some kind of power. See, y'all have to understand what this election is about at this point. It's about these white supremacist ass males asserting superiority and power over other groups, especially black women. So they want to battle it out with you black women. They want to control you. They want to show they have dominance over your ass. I really think that's what this election is becoming about. Or maybe that's what it was about the whole time. So I don't see us winning anything in that situation. I feel like if Kamala becomes the president, she'll just be a cover for what these white supremacist males do to black women. And then if Donald Trump becomes the president, it'd just be very overt what these white supremacist males want to do to black women. because these white people, they don't care about nothing. Like, I'm not believing that they so obsessed with Trump becoming the president because of what are they only thing they care about is having power, having numbers, having being dominant, right? Protecting white supremacy. That's what the main goal with them always is, right? So I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna make sure that Donald Trump becomes president. If that's the case, it's not about nothing else to them. Is the point? It's not about nothing else. They don't care about nothing else. The only reason why white supremacy exists is for these white people to dominate black people. That's all they care about. White people are always where we are, and they're always stalking us all the time. They don't never leave us alone. They're always somewhere trying to have sex with us, trying to control us, trying to make us feel like we're uglier and inferior to them. They everywhere we are, they're doing that everywhere we are. So white supremacy is based on black inferiority. So you have to understand that this election is about that. It's about them asserting power over black women. I promise you. It's not about nothing else. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about the Hispanics. They don't care about any other demographic. They don't care about them. Everything they do is to capitalize off of black people. And they've been doing it since this country was founded. When it was founded through, when it was created, when they had the slaves, when they enslaved the black population. That's been going on. Like, that's been the whole foundation of America, is the sexual exploitation of black women. So you know that's what they care about. It ain't no way in hell election is about anything else. That's why abortion is the main conversation. It's not about nothing else to these people. They don't give a fuck about any other policies. Abortion is the main one. They want to control black women's womb. They want to control they want to control your womb. Period. That's all they care about. Please know that. That's why I'm glad I'm never having sex again. Like, bitch, I'm never having sex again. And I mean that shit. Motherfucker, you can do whatever you want to. You can pass whatever laws you want to. Don't nobody give a fuck. Like, what's that gonna fucking do? I'm never having sex with these pieces of crap. And all of the black women who are going to continue having sex with these black males and reproducing with them, good luck. All I want to say is good luck, because if you have a pregnancy that you want to terminate, you ain't gonna be doing that. You will be stuck with that baby. You will be raising that baby, no matter if you like it or not. And that Negro, more than likely, is not going to care nothing about you, and he's going to remain broke and poor, because that's what these niggas are here to do and here to be. Is useless, worthless, being of no use to black women at all, just there, supporting and aligning themselves with white supremacy, with white supremacist males under patriarchy. That's what they're here to do. That's what they've been doing. They're going to continue to do it. They're showing their allegiance to Trump all over the internet. They're supporting Trump. They're trying to discredit Kamala. So you know where they stand. Okay? That's it. Okay? I just hope y'all black women ready. I hope y'all getting ready, or y'all ready for the bullshit. I really feel like a lot of women who are getting divorces it's like a storm is coming, and these black women who are married, they feel it coming, so they trying to get out while they can, because they know that if they stay married and stay with these males, they going down. Like, they gonna end up pregnant, they gonna end up having all these unwanted babies, and then their daughter's gonna be getting pregnant, and they know what's gonna happen. That's why they like, nah, I gotta get the hell out of this marriage now. Why I have choices and options? Because they trying to go back to some goddamn old 1900s goddamn slavery type shit. and women are knowing it, so they trying to get out while they can get out. And then it's like all of these women are getting divorces and they becoming celibate because they know what's happening. It's like something we're because we didn't live in that time where women were being forced to have these babies in these horrible ass marriages. So we don't know, we don't really know fully that much about it, but we know it's coming. We can tell the energy that's in the air. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to. Only the ignorant gonna fall for that one. But I could tell that these white people, they're gonna vote for Trump. I can feel it coming. Like I feel that they're gonna make sure he's elected, and they're gonna show their allegiance to the power structure and their allegiance to white supremacy. They're gonna do it every time. They want to show that they're gonna control whoever womb they want to control. They're gonna control your money. They're gonna control your womb. They're gonna control all of that stuff. Like anything that's gonna stop them from reigning supreme and in power over other groups, they are gonna end that shit. They don't want marginalized groups, especially black women, to have any type of autonomy or power. Period. That's what this election is about. I don't give a fuck what these white people are saying. Everything they're saying is a lie. Like if they're trying to make it about something else, they don't give a fuck about nothing else. They never have cared about nothing. They don't give a fuck about none of this. Okay? You know they don't care about your black ass. We've been fighting and arguing with these white people for years now about police brutality and all of this garbage, white supremacy and systemic racism and shit. We've been arguing about this for years, and they have blatantly said they don't give a fuck. They done made it real clear that they don't care about that shit. So they done let it be known that they're not going to ever side with your black ass. They don't side with you over any of your grievances, whether it be cultural appropriation, whether it be abortion, whether it be systemic racism, whether it be reparations, whether it be anything you have conversations with them about, they are fully in alignment with the power structure. They fully support the establishment. They fully support the government. They fully support anti-blackness. They fully support racism, white supremacy. They support it. They align themselves to it. They pledge allegiance to it. They let you know they don't give a fuck about what you're whining and shit. I've been arguing with their asses for well over a decade at this point. And it's been the same bullshit conversations. It's been the same not recently because I don't argue with their asses anymore, but I mean, I used to argue with them on the internet all the time about, police, black people get killed, racism, all kinds of shit. And they was unanimous that they didn't give a fuck and that they were racist and they was going to practice racism against black people. And they don't care if you see it as racist or not. They're going to put their own spin and narrative on it and get away with doing whatever fuck they want to do. So y'all black women need to get real prepared. Hell yeah, they want us to be slaves again. That's exactly what they want. They want black women as Jemimas and slaves. They want your ass cooking and cleaning and nurturing their children and the elderly. That's what they want you doing. They want you to be an Aunt Jemima. They trying to force you to be a Aunt Jemima. They're literally they're I mean, you could tell they're just trying to stop you from having whatever type of job. They keep trying to get black women to go into like medical, go into not medical, but nursing jobs and stuff like that. And then they keep forcing these gorillas down your throat on everything you watch. Everything you watch has Negro male worship on it, especially with black women on it. So they trying to get you to romanticize these males and trying to mentally trap your ass into some old fashioned beliefs and principles and shit. Or just an old fashioned way to look at relationships or whatever. Like they keep trying to make you romanticize the old fashioned, you know, relationships, marriage, like being trapped with a male that you don't like, and being a mother and being you know what I'm saying, all of that kind of stuff. Like they're heavily promoting that shit to black women. Or I don't even think that it's not true. They're heavily promoting baby mamahood to black women. So what you see in the media is a lot of black women having babies and getting left, having babies and getting divorces, having babies and breaking up, having babies out of wedlock. That's what they're promoting. You just having babies by yourself, like somebody about to do that dumbass shit. But that's what they want you to think. They want you to glorify having babies and being alone. So yeah, which is a weird. It's weirdly weird to promote some shit like that to any group of women, but that's what they're doing. That's what I see on my algorithm all the time. These little ashy ass couples keep being together and then making headlines for breaking up after babies are being conceived. So yeah, that's real clear what the narrative is. It's fucking ridiculous. They don't want us to have a brain of our own. They don't want us to have no thought process. They don't want us to be analytical. They don't want us to be cautious or nothing. They want us to just jump head first into getting pregnant and shit. Like they're desperate. Y'all need to realize how desperate they are. Donald Trump's gonna probably become the president more than likely. I put my bet on Donald Trump being the president because these white supremacists they're gonna show their ass and they're gonna show their allegiance, and they just creating little scenarios so they can prop their beliefs and delusions up. You understand? Like anything gonna turn into a Trump, rally for them. Anything is gonna turn into, oh, we need to support Trump. They'll use anything at this point to support his ass. That fucker ain't gonna do anything. Like if he was the president, he wouldn't do shit. Like white people are trying to make it, oh, Trump is for us. Trump is for the American. Trump is the American president, and Kamala is an everybody president. That's where they really coming at. Like that's where that's what their mentality is. That's how they are approaching this whole election. Okay, like they keep implying that Trump is for the people. He for, you know what I'm saying, he's for white supremacy, but that's code for America. When white people, when they're talking about, being patriotic or pro America, they really just talking about white America. They're not talking about everyone else. They just want white supremacy. They just want white dominance, control over other groups. They want control. They want the numbers controlled. They want the birth rates controlled. They want to be able to sexually exploit black people because that's their main disgusting, primitive, parasitic, just way of life is sexually preying on black people. That's all they do. That's how they survive. That's how they thrive. That's how they generate the economy. That's how they do everything. And that's why Trump's slogan is "Make America Great Again," because that's what they want. They want it to go back to like the early 1900s, and that's what Donald Trump stands for. Let's sexually exploit the black woman, exploit black women's labor, control all the numbers of everyone else, and have our little black fetishes and nut rags that we can sexually use, and then make money off of them and make billions off of their labor while we keep them poor and subjugated and dominated. You want to make sure we can still use these black people for their genetics to prop our disgusting genes up. We need them for our genetics. We need them for labor. We need them as chattel animals, like we've been using them as. We have no intention on them coming up or leveling up or becoming successful or having anything. Whatever they have, they're going to struggle having it. Whatever they obtain, it'll only be through us and our dominance. They won't be able to climb up anything by themselves. They'll never be self-sufficient. They'll never be free. They'll never be independent. That's what we're here to do. We're here to stop black progress. Make sure black people don't, or women. I'm gonna just say black women because black males are with them. So I can't really separate the Negro from them because they are one and the same. The Negro oppresses black women in the same way that these white supremacists do, because Negroes align themselves under patriarchy. So they align themselves under the system, under the white power structure, so they wouldn't be separate. They would be a part of the system. So it would be mainly black women who are, who they're attacking. Hell yeah, he gonna betray his followers because these politicians have an agenda to meet, and that's what these idiots don't realize. Whatever's the agenda from the 1%, from the government, um, that's what they're gonna follow suit. As I said, Kamala will only be the cover for whatever they're going to do anyway. You understand? Like, she has no power. So at the end of the day, Trump don't have to do nothing. Like, he gonna do whatever it is. He's gonna serve self-interest because that's his main interest. So all these stupid ass people that think that he's for them and he's gonna speak for them and he's gonna set things straight or whatever they think, asshole, you're dumb for thinking that. You're dumb for not understanding that these politicians only have self-interest at the top of their agenda. They really don't care about nothing else. And they know that their little pathetic lives are not going to change that drastically no matter who becomes the president. It's not going to change drastically. If anything, the economy will go back to the way it was before Donald Trump became the president. It's going to be the same thing. It's not going to be anything extravagant or a real major change where people are just living and thriving. This economy will never go back to being like that anyway. Like, it's over. People need to get over their fantasies. This is not the 1900s. This is a different time. This is 2024. The economy has changed because it's drastically changed because of time and of, yes, you have inflation. Even if inflation go down, that's not the issue. The economy has changed, period. The way you make money, it has changed. A lot of things have changed dealing with the economy, and that's just how it is. It ain't going back to the 90s. Like, when people were thriving at the best and they was making all these millions and millions of dollars and comfortable and living affordable and having all this security, that shit, them days are over. The family dynamic from then is over. The way the families were built and maintained then, it's not the same anymore. People are not the same. People are fucked up now. People are weird. You got these drug addicts. You got new drugs out here. You got people are being affected by all of this shit. You understand? Like this, the world is not the same. That's the real deal. Not only has the economy changed, but people's morals and values have changed. People's mindset has changed. People's greed has changed. The economy's these people that control the economy, greed has increased. They don't give a fuck about nobody, and they ain't never gonna care, and they never gonna open up their hearts and care about anybody. They're not never going to do that. We're not going back to the 90s. We're not going back to none of those that time period. We're not going back to that. So we need to stop we need to stop romanticizing something that's not about to happen. I mean, these fucking males have changed. These males ain't skilled anymore. They don't have no skills. They don't have no. They so emasculated now. Look at the male species. Like look at the male gender. Like look at them. That's why the economy has changed. They being replaced. They don't even serve no purpose anymore. People looking for a quick buck these days. They looking for an easy way out. They're not trying to have skills anymore. They're not trying to be. They're not intelligent. They don't care about the world. They don't care about the world's issues anymore. They don't care about the people, families, children, education. They don't care about that shit no more. Don't y'all see what's happening? Those times that's being romanticized will never be. They will never have that time back. It'll never. It ain't gonna change. Even if inflation go down just go down a little bit, it's gonna be back up. They'll never let us have any peace like that. When you're dealing with demons, like these motherfuckers are the devil. That's what I mean. They're the damn devil. They're not gonna never let us have no peace. Is the point? Especially now that us black women, we ain't never gonna be a piece of have no piece of the pie. We ain't never gonna be living in peace. They're gonna fuck with us every year. They not never gonna leave us alone. They not never gonna give us a leg up economically. They're not gonna never do that shit. So don't even waste your time romanticizing a older time in history, because it's not gonna happen. You need to get with the times, and you need to understand what times you're living in, okay, and act accordingly. Us black women shouldn't be having no children. It's the thing of the past. Trying to build a family with these males is pointless now. All they do is destroy their families. That's all they do. They don't care about nothing. They're evil. They're demented. They're misogynistic. They're gay. They hate women. These are not males you should be having children with, period. They ain't gonna do nothing but fuck them kids up. They hate kids. They hate women, and they hate children. They selfish. They only care about self. Serving self-interest. That's all these males care about. They're misogynistic sociopaths. That's what you're dealing with in these times. You're dealing with misogynistic sociopaths. Everybody is looking to serve self-interest. Everybody's looking for a way to climb up off somebody else. These are parasites. Period. Right. Like y'all know what they're gonna try to make sure that we can't afford a house. They're gonna funnel our black asses wherever they want us to be. And all of the black people with houses are gonna struggle trying to keep them. And the only thing that's gonna happen is their houses are gonna dilapidate. They're gonna become dilapidated. And then they're gonna depreciate in value. That's all that's gonna happen. Any areas where there's predominantly black house owners is gonna be turned into some Gutter trap. Y'all already know. Because it's going to depreciate because them black people are not going to be able to afford to keep their houses up. They're not going to be able to afford the money that it costs to keep a house updated. They're not going to be able to afford it. Because when are their salaries are going to change? When is it going to ever increase? When are they ever going to have enough money to sustain their homes? When are they ever? When is that ever going? It's never going to happen because unless they have an increase, because all that happens, yeah, the maintenance on your house, like exactly we're talking about maintenance. They're not going to be able to maintain no maintenance on their home because it's going to be unaffordable to do it. And all that happens with black people is people die, you know, things change in your family, the support you once had, you don't have it anymore. Then you left to try to figure out how you're going to take care of things. This is what always happens. So in a scenario like that, and you need more income, then what the fuck you going to do? All that's going to happen is the government going to come in and they're going to try to take your house. That's all they're going to do. You just going to have your house foreclosed because you was trying to live on a certain means, and as soon as something happened, you couldn't afford it anymore. Because what the fuck? What kind of a black person has their life all set up perfect for themselves? Like nothing ever happens. They stay on their job. They get promoted. They start making more money. This is just going by the book. Who the fuck? What black person's life goes by the book? None. That's who. And with these males, they're very selfish. Like I said, they are not family oriented at all. They're not disciplined. They don't care about owning a home or taking care of a home and building equity with a home. They don't care about that kind of stuff. Don't y'all realize that? These Negroes do not care about that kind of shit. All they want to do is practice misogyny by trying to control women and control their womb. That's how they out here trying to play some kind of tit for tat, tic tac toe shit with women. That's all they care about. Is trying to prove their dominance and control. They don't care about no grown man shit. They're not grown and they're not men. Do you understand? Doomed. You're doomed. You're doomed. You have a baby, you will be going your ass back to the hood. Because you're not going to be able to afford no nice, decent home with your salary. And if you try to, you're going to lose your home or your home going to become dilapidated. You're not going to be able to afford fixing it up. Who are you with your one salary and you a black woman, you ain't even making no money like that? Yo, I mean, I'm telling you. Right, you in the time of social media, of the He Man's woman haters club. That's the times you living in. Okay, so therefore, that, like I said, that's going to affect the economy. That's going to affect families. That's going to affect a lot of things. These males are self-righteous pieces of garbage. They're the devil. They literally don't want us to eat natural food anymore. They trying to find a way to make an easy, quick buck. They feeding us clone meat, all for greed, all for money, all for control. Do you understand? This times you living in. These are beasts. These are wild fucking animals. These are demons from hell. Do you understand? They're the scums of the earth. You have to be a real retard female to romanticize these males and look at them as anything other than the damn devil. Period. They have nothing to offer. They don't have nothing to offer to humanity at all. They just don't have anything to offer. And as I said, you black women are devil marginalized. So you at the very bad end of that, of this male hatred, of this male rage and psychotic ass uh psychosis. You're at the front of it. You understand? Like what they enact their hatred against you more than any other group. So you think you think you about to romanticize a time where you was just living, you was, in the 90s. I would say the 90s, because before that we've been marginalized more and more. When you go back into the past, really we are more free now than before, because we just didn't have a voice. Now we can do whatever the hell we want to. They can use propaganda and brainwashing and manipulation all they want to. We don't have to buy into that shit. We can know that that's bullshit and we ain't following it. So, but these males, they don't want us to be free. These rapists, these goddamn psychopaths, they don't want us to have any freedom. They're trying to take our freedoms back from us. We got to a point where we could do whatever we want and be free, and they trying to put us back in chains because they're demons. That's why the hell they don't want us to own no house. That's why they're gonna make it hard for us to get a bank loan. They're gonna make it hard for us to get any benefits on our job. They're gonna make it hard for us to do anything. Once you get pregnant, it's over for your life. They're gonna destroy your life. They're gonna make you struggle for the rest of your life. They're gonna make you go through hell trying to take care of everything by yourself. They're trying to stop me from working right now. They literally are trying to stop me and my daughter's father from working right now. They're doing it. It's really happening. And you all will see, because they're going to keep doing what they're doing. And they're simply because they're mad about what the fuck I'm saying. This is the psychotic shit they're on. Okay? When social media was first started, these cyber stalking troll beasts, they wasn't as prevalent as they are now. These males have they're insane. They have become completely insane. They just looking for somebody to hate. They looking for somebody to enact war and hatred on. They're evil and demented. All of this stuff that I deal with on social media, I would never get pregnant ever the hell again. I mean, just seeing how psychotic these pieces of shit are. I don't romanticize relationships. I don't care what couples I see. I don't care what I see in everyday life. I always know the truth in the back of my mind. So I want no parts of this shit. And ignorance is not bliss, because if things are happening around you and you don't even realize it until it's too late, until you really suffering a major loss or a major, that's it. I don't think ignorance is bliss at all. I think knowing the truth is better. I don't like living in La La Land. I like living in the real world. Because I need to know what moves I'm going to make. And I can't know what moves I'm going to make if I just delude myself into thinking everything is okay when it's not. I know what's going on. It's real obvious. I'm not dealing with these males, like, period. And all these Trump supporting white supremacist ass psychos, they can go to hell too. Like, yeah, yeah, support Donald. Do whatever the fuck you psychotic white people want to do, because you're not gonna do shit to me. You're not gonna make me do a fucking thing. So yeah, I'm not having it. All these damn nasty ass Trump supporters, like, whatever, have America try to control people's wombs and try to stalk people about their own life choices and laugh at people because they dying and they having problems. Go ahead, bitch. You demonic ass, nasty ass pieces of shit. Because this bitch is going down. This fucking country is getting the fuck out of here. And guess what? Donald Trump is not going to save none of you fucks. So you can think that he's going to come down, swoop down, and save you evil, hateful ass, demonic, psychotic savages. You won't be saved and you won't be helped. So everybody want to go back to that shit. They want to go back to being judged and shit and have these little self-righteous pieces of garbage. Bitch, you won't be saying nothing to me. Because I'm not having sex. So I won't be one of them little nasty ass, ghetto ass, fucking science experiment black people that you gonna run your shit on. Put them all in the impoverished area. Have all these hypersexual, ashy beasts running around, getting the women pregnant, molesting the kids. And then the woman fuck around, get pregnant, and then want to abort her baby. And then, oh, you should have never got pregnant, whore. You black whores are whores, you're sluts. You're always getting pregnant. Try to blame someone else for the baby. Like, bitch. That's what they doing on the internet already. They just want to see you suffer, and they want to criticize everything that you do, so they can prop themselves up, so they can feel like they're better than you. And Negroes are gonna do the same shit. They're gonna kill you for having unwanted babies. They're gonna kill you and murder you for that. And then these white supremacists are going to try to kill you if your ass don't have a baby. So they're gonna try to demonize birth control, or they're gonna just start taking black women out who want abortions and try to scare you into keeping those babies. Yes. And Negro males know that's exactly what's gonna happen. And that's why they supporting Donald Trump. They want to trap you with babies. They want to sexually control you. That's why they voting for Donald Trump. If you think with the Negroes about anything other than that, you're sadly mistaken, boo. They trying to wage political war against black women. They trying to align themselves with these white supremacist males to control your womb. Like the rapists they are. If you don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. But you better get an understanding of it, and you better act accordingly. So yeah, I better know. You better get real sophisticated, because you will be going through terrorism. I can tell you that right now. And these males have it in for your ass, so they're gonna do everything they can to terrorize your ass. Period. And take the little bit of power from you, because that's all they care about. And all these women are on board. They can say whatever the hell they want to over the internet, trying to act like they're in some kind of solidarity with you. Girl, that's a lie. They're not in no solidarity with you. They're not in solidarity with you at all. They are for the power structure. But anyway, y'all, that's all I wanted to say. It's just something I was just thinking about. So I decided to do a live and talk about it. But y'all black women better be real wary, I'm telling you, for what the hell is about to come around the corner. Because they about to rage against your ignorant ass. These are so many black women who've been trolling me. These stupid, dumb black pieces of shit. These pieces of fucking trash. They're such fucking animals. It's pathetic. But hopefully they'll be the first to get taken out. I hope these bitches suffer on the highest level they can. And they will. Because karma's a bitch. That's what I know. Yeah, these white people and them white people that bummed the Capitol and all of that because of the election that last time. Yeah, you know they want to get revenge. You know they want to get revenge. You know they want to make a point. You know they want to get what they want. So that's what this presidency represents. You understand? Like they gonna get they get back. Period. That's what it means to them. So they're not going to allow no number one, no woman to defeat a man. Number one, even the symbolism of that, they're not going to allow that. And they're not going to allow Donald Trump to lose again. And that's why these white people are being more covert now with this election than they was before. Because in 2020 or 2016, I remember how ham they were going on with supporting Trump. They was going real ham. So they not gonna let Donald Trump lose. Period. They're not gonna let him lose. And Trump is going really aggressive with it. He done faked getting killed, getting shot at so many times. Like he's just a nutcase. So they didn't do all of this to lose. So it's just not gonna happen. So just be wary. Like I said, be wary of what's happening. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, y'all. I might go live tomorrow. I'm making whatever I feel like talking about. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this live, and I will talk to y'all later.